The Sele explorers' tentacles shook with fear as they realized the towering derelict human warships were an entire epoch ahead of their own technology. "This changes everything, Zephyr." Janus's compound eyes betrayed no emotion, but the young historian could sense his mentor's unease. 27 colossal warships, each 2 kilometers long, abandoned here for centuries on this remote moon. And their technology? Quantum entanglement communications, gravitational wave drives. We thought humans were primitive, but this proves they were light years ahead of us. Zephyr pored over the hollow images, mandibles agape, sleek lines, intricate circuitry visible through rents in the hulls, a testament to the incredible ingenuity of the ship's human creators. Why did they build this fleet in secret? What were they planning? He turned to Janus. The elder historian was studying a flickering remnant of the fleet commander's final log entry. "That's what we must find out. Commander Keith Walker's message is fragmented, but it hints at a terrible threat, one that required this deathless armada." Janus met Zephyr's gaze, the weight of the discovery pressing down on them both. "We thought we understood our galaxy's history, our place in it. But if we're wrong about humanity's capabilities, what else have we missed? This secret could rewrite everything we know, or destroy us in the process of finding out." Janus gestured to the flickering holographic recording. "Let's see what Commander Walker has to say about this fleet's purpose." He tapped a control and the human's voice filled the chamber, tinged with static from centuries of neglect. "United Earth Federation, our mission, Task Force Odyssey, is humanity's last hope against extinction." Walker's face was grim. "We discovered proof that an ancient race, the Protheans, once ruled the galaxy, but they vanished 50,000 years ago without a trace." Zephyr leaned forward, hanging on every word. Janus stroked his mandibles thoughtfully. "The UEF's top xenoarchaeologists and astrophysicists uncovered a disturbing pattern, a cycle of galactic annihilation that wipes out all advanced civilizations every 50 millennia. We believe the Protheans were victims of the last cycle." Walker paused, as if the weight of this revelation was almost too much to bear. "Based on our projections, the next extinction event is imminent. To ensure our species survives, Task Force Odyssey was built in total secrecy to seed human colonies in carefully selected star systems across the galaxy." The commander went on to describe the fleet's cutting-edge stealth technologies that concealed them from detection: metamaterial cloaking, electronic countermeasures, heat signature masking. Zephyr and Janus exchanged a meaningful look. This level of sophistication was unheard of. "These ruins are proof that they failed." Janus's voice was heavy with the implications. Technologies centuries beyond us, and yet they were still destroyed before their mission was complete. Walker's final words carried a dire warning. "Secrecy is paramount. If a hostile species finds our colonies before they can defend themselves, it will mean the end of humanity. We cannot allow ourselves to be wiped out like the Protheans before us. At any cost, the colonies must survive." The message cut off abruptly, leaving Zephyr and Janus in stunned silence. The fate of an entire species, the desperate fight against an apocalyptic foe, all hidden in the shattered remains of these once mighty ships. Janus called up a glowing schematic of one of the derelict ship's power cores. "Dr. Valen's team has been analyzing these generators non-stop. They appear to utilize zero-point energy extraction on a scale we've never seen before. The power output is immense, especially for such compact devices." Zephyr studied the hologram, marveling at the intricate design. "Zero-point energy? We've been researching that for cycles upon cycles, but nothing close to this level of sophistication. I thought humans were primitive compared to us. How could they have achieved this?" "It seems we've greatly underestimated their capabilities," Janus replied, rotating the projection. "And that's not all. The ship's systems are infused with advanced artificial intelligence, integrated into every function: navigation, weapons, life support, even strategic planning." "Artificial intelligence? But the Galactic Accords strictly limit AI development. How did the humans—" Janus held up a tentacle to silence his protégé. There's more. We recovered a log entry from the fleet's central AI, an entity called Athena. It recounts an encounter with an unknown alien force that tried to capture one of the colony ships. He played the log, and a crisp, artificially generated voice filled the room. Unidentified vessels approaching colony ship Demeter. Intentions appear hostile, engaging defensive protocols, coordinating fleet-wide tactical response. The two Scyllae listened in rapt attention as Athena described the lightning-fast calculations and complex maneuvers she executed to outfox the attackers, anticipating their strategies and adapting in real time. The AI commanded the fleet with a level of autonomy and decision-making that left Janus and Zephyr stunned. "Remarkable," Janus breathed. "This Athena is leaps and bounds beyond any AI we've developed. The potential applications for exploration, scientific analysis, defense—" He trailed off, lost in the implications. Zephyr's mind raced with questions. The sheer audacity of the humans, to have built something so advanced in secret, flouting galactic laws, and the looming spectre of the cycle of extinction, an apocalyptic threat that had driven them to such desperate lengths. He turned to Janus, seeking guidance, but the elder historian seemed just as overwhelmed. The weight of this discovery pressed down on them like the countless tons of alien metal surrounding them. The derelict fleet was a tomb, yes, but also a treasure trove of knowledge that could change the course of their civilization. Zephyr's compound eyes widened as Janus shared his theory about the fate of Task Force Odyssey. "You think they encountered another civilization, one advanced enough to, capture an entire fleet without a fight?" Janus nodded, his tentacles twitching thoughtfully. "It's a possibility we can't ignore. The lack of human remains or battle damage suggests they didn't meet a violent end, but something must have happened to prevent them from completing their mission." He tapped a control, bringing up a star map on the holodisplay. A single system pulsed red, standing out against the sea of white pinpricks. This is where Walker's logs indicate the fleet was headed. The energy signatures they detected were unlike anything we've seen before. Zephyr leaned in, studying the unfamiliar star system. "What do you think they found there?" "I can only speculate," Janus admitted. "But if there is an advanced civilization out there, one capable of building structures that generate such immense energy outputs, the implications are staggering. They could pose a threat to the entire galaxy, or hold the key to our survival." He turned to face Zephyr, his voice grave. "We need to find out what happened to Task Force Odyssey. If they did encounter another species, we must know whether they are friend or foe. The fate of our own people could depend on it." Zephyr's mind raced with the possibilities. The humans had been so close to uncovering the truth behind the cycle of extinction, only to vanish without a trace. What secrets lay waiting in that distant star system? "An expedition," he said slowly, the idea taking shape. "We could retrace their steps, try to pick up their trail. If there are answers to be found, that's where we'll find them." Janus nodded, his eyes gleaming with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "It won't be easy. We'll need to assemble a team, outfit a ship with the best stealth technology we have, and if we do find something out there—" He let the thought hang in the air, the unspoken danger looming like a shadow over their discovery. The humans had been brilliant, resourceful, and yet even they had fallen victim to the unknown. What chance did the Scyllae have? But there was no choice. The ruins of Task Force Odyssey had opened a door to a mystery that could not be ignored. The fate of the galaxy, of every sentient species, hung in the balance. Zephyr met Janus's gaze, his own resolve hardening. "We have to try. The humans risked everything to ensure their survival. We owe it to them and to ourselves to finish what they started." Janus placed a tentacle on Zephyr's shoulder, a gesture of solidarity and shared purpose. "Then it's settled. We'll take this to the Council, make our case. With any luck, we'll be on our way to that star system within the cycle." The weight of their decision settled over them like a mantle, heavy with the knowledge that they were about to embark on a journey that could change the course of history. The Selais had always looked to the stars with wonder, but now, for the first time, they would venture forth in the footsteps of giants, seeking the truth behind humanity's greatest mystery. The weight of their decision settled over them like a mantle, heavy with the knowledge that they were about to embark on a journey that could change the course of history. The Selais had always looked to the stars with wonder, but now, for the first time, they would venture forth in the footsteps of giants, seeking the truth behind humanity's greatest mystery. Janus's compound eyes glinted with anticipation as he turned to Zephyr. The High Council has approved our mission. Commander Theron will lead the expedition, given his experience in discovering the ruins of Task Force Odyssey. Zephyr's mandibles twitched with excitement. Commander Theron, that's a great choice. His team was the first to set tentacle in the derelict fleet. Indeed, Janus nodded, and we won't be going alone. The expedition will consist of 3 of our most advanced starships, the Horizon, the Nebula, and the Celestia, each one equipped with cutting-edge sensors, stealth systems, and defensive weaponry. Impressive, Zephyr mused, his mind already racing with the possibilities. But what about the research team? Have they made any new discoveries in the ruins? Janus's tentacles rippled with barely contained enthusiasm. As a matter of fact, they have. Dr. Valen's team managed to decrypt a portion of the fleet's database. It contains detailed schematics and specifications for an advanced human propulsion system called the Alcubierre drive. Zephyr's eye stalk swiveled sharply to face his mentor. Alcubierre drive? I've never heard of it. It's based on the manipulation of space-time itself, Janus explained, his voice hushed with awe. Theoretically, it could allow for faster-than-light travel without violating the laws of physics. The humans' understanding of the universe was far beyond what we ever imagined. The young historian's mind reeled with the implications. Faster-than-light travel? But that's groundbreaking. It could revolutionize Selais space exploration. Janus nodded solemnly. Exactly. And it's just one more testament to the genius of human scientific achievement. To think they developed this technology centuries ago, while we were still grappling with the basics of interstellar travel. Zephyr shook his head in wonder, his tentacles curling thoughtfully. And now we have the chance to follow in their footsteps, to unravel the mystery of their disappearance, and perhaps even find the key to our own survival. Indeed, Janus agreed, his gaze distant. The Alcubierre drive is just the beginning. Who knows what other marvels we might uncover in that distant star system? The humans were on the verge of something truly extraordinary. Zephyr felt a thrill of anticipation course through his body. The expedition couldn't launch soon enough. To think that he, a young historian, would be part of a mission that could change the course of Selais history. Janus placed a tentacle on Zephyr's shoulder, as if sensing his thoughts. I've been asked to join the expedition as the lead scientific advisor, he said, his voice warm with pride. Given my expertise in human history and technology, I couldn't think of a greater honor. You'll be part of the crew. Zephyr's eye stalks widened in surprise. That's fantastic. To have your knowledge and experience on the mission. It will be an incredible opportunity, Janus agreed, his own excitement palpable. To see firsthand the wonders the humans created, to walk in the footsteps of Commander Walker and his crew. Zephyr's compound eyes widened as Janus's holographic form flickered before him, the elder historian's excitement palpable even across the vast expanse of space. The Alcubierre drive has exceeded our wildest expectations, Janus said, his tentacles rippling with barely contained enthusiasm. We've traversed distances that would have taken us years in a matter of days. The human's mastery of space-time manipulation is truly awe-inspiring. Zephyr leaned forward, his own tentacles twitching with anticipation. And what of the star system itself? Have you discovered anything new? Janus's eye stalk swiveled as if consulting an unseen display. Our sensors have detected a series of gravitational anomalies emanating from the system's core. They appear to be artificially generated on a scale we've never encountered before. It's possible that they're the result of advanced propulsion systems or even massive space-time manipulation. Artificially generated. Zephyr's mind raced with the implications. Could it be the work of the mysterious alien civilization that the humans were investigating? It's a distinct possibility, Janus agreed, his voice hushed with awe. But that's not all. As we've drawn closer to the source of the anomalies, we've picked up faint traces of human DNA on the outer fringes of the system. Zephyr's mandibles clicked in surprise. Human DNA? But how is that possible? I thought Task Force Odyssey was the first human expedition to this region of space. Janus shook his head, his tentacles curling thoughtfully. The DNA signatures are ancient, far older than the ruins we discovered on that remote moon. It suggests that humans may have visited or even inhabited this region of space long before the creation of Task Force Odyssey. The young historian's mind reeled with the implications. So the humans may have encountered this alien civilization before, but why have we found no record of it in their archives? It's possible that the encounter predates the formation of the United Earth Federation, Janus speculated, his compound eyes glinting in the holographic light. Or perhaps the information was deliberately suppressed, for reasons we can only guess at. Zephyr felt a thrill of excitement course through his body. If the humans did make contact with this civilization, it could hold the key to understanding their place in the galactic landscape, their technology, their history, their very role in the cycle of extinction. Janus nodded solemnly, his tentacles stilling. Indeed, but we must proceed with caution. We have no way of knowing what kind of reception we'll receive when we reach the source of the anomalies. It's vital that we gather as much data as possible before making contact with any alien entities or structures. Zephyr's eye stalks bobbed in agreement, his own resolve hardening. Of course, the fate of the Sele and perhaps the entire galaxy could depend on what we discover here. We must be prepared for anything. The two historians fell silent, the weight of their mission pressing down upon them like the vast emptiness of space itself. The secrets of humanity's past and the mystery of the alien civilization loomed before them, an enigma waiting to be unraveled. Janus's hologram flickered, the transmission beginning to degrade as the horizon ventured deeper into the star system's gravitational well. "I must return to my duties," he said, his voice tinged with static. "We'll be entering visual range of the anomaly's source within the next few cycles. I'll keep you apprised of any new developments." Zephyr nodded, his own tentacles already reaching for the controls of his research station. "Good luck, Janus. May the stars guide your path." As the hologram faded, Zephyr turned his attention to the data streaming across his displays. The gravitational readings, the DNA signatures, the tantalizing hints of an ancient mystery waiting to be solved. He felt the weight of history pressing down upon him, the legacy of a long-vanished species, and the promise of a revelation that could shake the very foundations of the galaxy. And at the heart of it all, the enigma of humanity itself. The species that had achieved so much, that had reached for the stars with a tenacity and ingenuity that defied belief. What had driven them to such heights? What secrets lay buried in their past, waiting to be unearthed? Zephyr's compound eyes gleamed with determination as he set to work, his tentacles flying across the controls. Whatever lay ahead, whatever dangers or wonders the expedition might face, one thing was certain: the Sele would not rest until they had unraveled the mystery of humanity's legacy. And perhaps in doing so, they would find the key to their own survival in a galaxy haunted by the spectre of extinction. Janus's words echoed in Zephyr's mind as he delved deeper into the data, a mantra that would guide them through the challenges to come. The humans risked everything to ensure their survival. We owe it to them and to ourselves to finish what they started. As the Sele fleet approached the heart of the mysterious star system, Janus's voice crackled over the comm, barely containing his excitement. "Zephyr, you won't believe what our sensors have just detected." Zephyr leaned forward, his compound eyes widening. "What is it, Janus? Have you found something related to the humans?" "More than that," Janus replied, his tentacles twitching with anticipation. "We've discovered a massive, artificially constructed megastructure orbiting the system's central star. It appears to be a Dyson swarm, a vast collection of solar energy harvesting satellites. Zephyr's mandibles clicked in astonishment. A Dyson swarm? I've never heard of such a thing. It's a concept first proposed by a human theoretical physicist named Freeman Dyson, back in the 20th century, Janus explained. Long before humanity had even achieved interstellar travel, they were already envisioning structures like this. The fact that they've apparently built one is a testament to their incredible foresight and technological prowess. As the fleet drew closer to the megastructure, the Soleil's advanced sensors began to pick up signs of technology and engineering that far surpassed anything they had discovered in the ruins of Task Force Odyssey. The materials used in the construction of this Dyson swarm are unlike anything we've ever seen, Janus marveled. They appear to be incredibly durable, able to withstand the immense gravitational forces and radiation emanating from the central star. Zephyr's eye stalk swiveled to study the readouts on his own display, and the energy output, it's staggering. This megastructure could sustain a civilization far more advanced than any known to our people. Janus nodded, his holographic form flickering with excitement. Exactly. The humans' mastery of energy harvesting and storage is light years ahead of our own. This discovery could change everything for the Soleil. Zephyr paused, his mind racing with the implications. But Janus, what do you think the purpose of this megastructure could be? Why would the humans construct something on such a vast scale? The elder historian's tentacles curled thoughtfully. I believe it may have been a means of ensuring their long-term survival and expansion across the galaxy. With a virtually limitless source of energy and resources at their disposal, the humans could have pushed the boundaries of scientific research and technological development in ways we can only imagine. Zephyr's compound eyes glinted with wonder. And to think, they conceived of this idea centuries before they even left their own solar system. The foresight and ambition of these humans is truly awe-inspiring. Janus's voice grew hushed, almost reverent. Indeed, this megastructure is a monument to human ingenuity and determination. It's a reminder that even in the face of the unknown, they refuse to let their dreams be constrained by the limits of their current technology. The two Soleil fell silent, marveling at the sight of the Dyson swarm as their fleet approached. The sheer scale of the structure was almost incomprehensible, a vast network of solar collectors and habitats, each one a testament to the humans' relentless pursuit of knowledge and progress. And yet, even as they marveled at this incredible achievement, a sense of unease began to settle over Zephyr. If the humans had indeed constructed this megastructure, then where were they now? What had become of the species that had dared to reach for the stars with such audacity and brilliance? As if sensing his thoughts, Janus spoke again, his voice tinged with a mix of excitement and trepidation. We must learn all we can from this discovery, Zephyr. The secrets locked within this megastructure could hold the key not only to understanding humanity's fate, but also to securing our own future as a spacefaring civilization. As the Soleil expedition delved deeper into the secrets of the Dyson swarm, Janus's holographic form flickered with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Zephyr, our team has made a startling discovery. Despite our best efforts, we've been unable to detect any signs of human life or activity within the megastructure. Zephyr's compound eyes widened in surprise. No humans, but how could that be? Surely the creators of such a marvel would still be present. Janus shook his head, his tentacles curling thoughtfully. That's not all. Our scientists have discovered a series of ancient, heavily encrypted data caches hidden within the swarm's central control systems. It's taken weeks of intense decryption efforts, but we've finally managed to access a portion of the data. A wealth of information about humanity's history, culture, and scientific achievements, Janus replied, his voice hushed with awe. But the most significant finding is a detailed account of humanity's first contact with an advanced alien civilization known as the progenitors over 100,000 years ago. Zephyr's mandibles clicked in astonishment. First contact 100,000 years ago, but that's long before the humans developed interstellar travel. Janus nodded, his eye stalks swiveling to consult an unseen display. According to the data, the progenitors constructed this Dyson swarm as a means of harnessing the star's energy for their own purposes. But when they encountered humanity, they recognized their potential and chose to guide their development over the course of several millennia. Guide their development? Zephyr echoed, his mind racing with the implications. The progenitors shared their advanced technology and knowledge with humanity, Janus explained, his voice tinged with wonder. They accelerated human progress, enabling them to achieve feats that would have otherwise taken them centuries to accomplish on their own. Precisely, Janus confirmed, his holographic form flickering with excitement. The humans' rapid technological advancement, their mastery of the fundamental forces of the universe, it was all thanks to the guidance and knowledge imparted by the progenitors. Zephyr paused, a sudden thought occurring to him. But what became of the progenitors? If they were so invested in humanity's development, why are they nowhere to be found? Janus's tentacles stilled, his voice growing somber. The data is unclear on that point, but it suggests that a cataclysmic event, possibly related to the cyclical galactic extinction events mentioned in Keith Walker's message, may have forced the progenitors to abandon the Dyson swarm and flee the galaxy, leaving humanity to fend for themselves. Zephyr's compound eyes glinted with understanding. And the humans who built Task Force Odyssey, you think they were attempting to locate and reconnect with the progenitors, to secure their aid in the face of the impending galactic threat? Janus nodded, his eye stalks drooping with the weight of the revelation. It's a theory, but it fits with what we know. The humans had achieved so much with the progenitors' guidance, but they were still vulnerable to the cycle of extinction. Seeking out their ancient allies may have been their last hope for survival. The two Selae fell silent, the implications of their discovery pressing down upon them like the vast emptiness of space itself. The fate of humanity, the mysterious disappearance of the progenitors, and the looming specter of galactic annihilation, all of it was intertwined in a complex web of history and destiny. We must learn all we can from these data caches, Janus said, his voice heavy with determination. The secrets they hold could be the key to unraveling the mystery of the humans' fate and securing our own future in the face of the coming storm. Zephyr nodded, his tentacles already reaching for the controls of his research station. Agreed. We'll need to work quickly and efficiently to decrypt and analyze the remaining data. If there are answers to be found, we must uncover them before it's too late. The two historians exchanged a meaningful look, the weight of their discovery and the challenges ahead settling upon their shoulders like a mantle of destiny. The Selae had come to this star system seeking knowledge and understanding, but now they found themselves on the cusp of a revelation that could change the course of their civilization and the fate of the galaxy itself. As they set to work, delving deeper into the secrets of the Dyson swarm and the enigmatic progenitors, a sense of urgency and purpose filled the air. The humans had left behind a legacy of brilliance and determination, a testament to their indomitable spirit in the face of unimaginable odds. Now it fell to the Selae to carry that legacy forward, to unravel the mysteries of the past and secure a future for all sentient life in the galaxy. The fate of countless worlds and species hung in the balance, and Zephyr and Janus knew that they could not, would not, fail. Janus's holographic form pulsed with anticipation as he relayed the groundbreaking discovery to Zephyr. Our team has found something extraordinary within the Dyson swarm, Zephyr, a hidden chamber housing an incredibly advanced alien device. Zephyr leaned forward, his compound eyes widening. What kind of device? Air quantum entanglement communicator, Janus explained, his voice tinged with awe. Our scientists have determined that it's capable of instantaneously transmitting information across vast distances, potentially even between galaxies. The implications of such technology sent a shiver down Zephyr's exoskeleton. Instantaneous communication across galaxies, that's unprecedented. Janus nodded, his tentacles curling with excitement. The existence of this device suggests that the progenitors were part of a much larger, intergalactic civilization. They may have used this communicator to maintain contact with distant allies or colonies. Far beyond anything we've encountered, Janus replied. It makes the Alcubierre drive and other human achievements seem primitive by comparison. The progenitors were operating on an entirely different level. As the Selae researchers worked to interface with the alien communicator, a pre-recorded message flickered to life. Janus's eye stalk swiveled to face Zephyr, his voice hushed with reverence. It's a message from the progenitors, addressed to humanity. They reveal that they had been monitoring human progress from afar, impressed by their rapid technological advancement and resourcefulness. Zephyr felt a swell of pride at the recognition of humanity's achievements, but Janus's next words sent a chill through his body. The message also contains a dire warning, Zephyr. The progenitors speak of an impending galactic extinction event they call the Harvest. According to them, it's orchestrated by an ancient malevolent entity known as the Reaper, which periodically wipes out all advanced civilizations in the galaxy to prevent them from challenging its dominance. Zephyr's mandibles clicked with a mix of fear and disbelief. The Reaper, an entity that destroys entire civilizations. How have we never heard of this before? Janus shook his head, his tentacles twitching with unease. The progenitors urge humanity to use the knowledge and technology they've acquired to find a way to stop the Reaper and break the cycle of destruction. It's a daunting task, but one that could determine the fate of all sentient life in the galaxy. Zephyr's mind raced with the implications of this revelation. The Selae had always considered themselves among the most advanced species in the known universe, but the existence of the Reaper and the progenitors' intergalactic civilization put everything into perspective. What do we do now, Janus? How can we possibly confront a threat of this magnitude? Janus met Zephyr's gaze, his eyes glinting with determination. We start by locating any surviving humans who may have knowledge of the Reaper and the Harvest. If the progenitors entrusted humanity with this information, then they may hold the key to our salvation. He paused, the weight of their newfound purpose settling upon his shoulders. We must work together, Zephyr. Selae and human, united in the face of this existential threat. It's the only way we can hope to stand a chance against the Reaper and secure a future for all sentient life in the galaxy. Zephyr nodded, his own resolve hardening. The Selae had always prided themselves on their scientific achievements and cultural superiority, but now, faced with an enemy that threatened the very fabric of their existence, they would need to put aside their differences and embrace the legacy of humanity. The two historians fell silent, the magnitude of their discovery, and the challenges that lay ahead weighing heavily upon them. The quantum entanglement communicator pulsed with an eerie alien light, a reminder of the ancient civilization that had once guided humanity's path, and now offered a glimmer of hope in the face of annihilation. Janus turned to Zephyr, his voice low and urgent. "We've found them," Janus said, his voice trembling with emotion as his holographic form flickered before Zephyr. The last survivors of Task Force Odyssey, hidden away in stasis pods deep within the Dyson swarm. Zephyr's compound eyes widened in disbelief. Survivors after all this time? Janus nodded solemnly, and among them Keith Walker himself, the commander of the fleet. As the Selae scientists carefully revived the humans from their long slumber, Walker and his crew shared the harrowing tale of their final stand against the Reaper. Armed with the knowledge and technology bestowed upon them by the progenitors, humanity had launched a desperate assault on the Reaper's central nexus, located in a far-distant galaxy. The battle was brutal, Walker recounted, his voice heavy with the weight of memory. We threw everything we had at the Reaper, but its defenses were formidable. Ships were torn apart, entire squadrons wiped out in an instant. Zephyr listened in rapt attention as Walker described the terrible sacrifices made by the human fleet, the countless lives lost in the struggle to end the Reaper's cycle of destruction. In the end, though, humanity had emerged victorious, destroying the malevolent entity and its vast network of harvesting machines. But the victory had come at a terrible cost. The use of the progenitors' advanced weaponry had unleashed a cascade of unintended consequences, causing the very fabric of space-time to unravel. "We had no choice," Walker said, his eyes haunted by the memory. "The universe was collapsing around us. We had to find shelter, a way to preserve what was left of our species." And so the surviving humans had returned to the Dyson swarm, placing themselves in stasis pods, in the hope that one day another civilization might find them and learn from their sacrifice. As Janus finished relaying Walker's story, Zephyr felt a profound sense of awe and humility wash over him. The bravery and determination of these humans, in the face of such overwhelming odds, was truly remarkable. "What will become of them now?" Zephyr asked, his tentacles twitching with concern. Janus's eye stalks drooped, the weight of responsibility heavy upon him. "We will offer them a choice," he said, "to remain in stasis until we can find a way to safely revive them, or to be peacefully euthanized, their consciousness uploaded into a virtual paradise where they can live out the rest of their days." Zephyr nodded slowly, understanding the gravity of the decision. The humans had given everything to save the galaxy from the Reaper's threat, and now it was up to the Selae to honor their legacy. "We must learn from their example," Zephyr said, his voice filled with determination, "to carry on their fight against any future threats to sentient life, but also to be cautious, to avoid the mistakes that led to such devastating consequences." Janus agreed, his tentacles rippling with a mix of pride and sorrow. "The sacrifices of the past must not be forgotten," he said, "nor the lessons they have taught us. We will honor the memory of humanity and strive for a future in which their bravery and ingenuity are remembered and celebrated." As the two Selae fell silent, the weight of their newfound purpose settling upon their shoulders, they knew that the discovery of Task Force Odyssey's survivors would forever change the course of their civilization. The humans had shown them the heights to which a species could rise, and the depths to which they could fall. Now it was up to the Selae to carry that legacy forward, to build a future in which the mistakes of the past were not repeated, and the sacrifices of the brave were never forgotten. The task ahead would be daunting, but with the memory of humanity to guide them, Zephyr and Janus knew that anything was possible. You have reached the end of the story. If you enjoyed this story and want to support us, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel, and for every comment that says 88, I will heart every single one of them. Thank you for your time.